Our planet, in its vast and varied splendor, presents landscapes of unimaginable beauty, but also of extreme, unforgiving hostility. From the searing heat of the desert sands to the profound, icy blackness of the polar seas and even the vacuum of space itself, there are realms where the conditions for survival seem utterly impossible. Yet, it is in these very places that I have found my most resilient and astonishing creations. These are not just survivors, they are masters of their domains, living testaments to the sheer tenacity of existence. They are the champions of adaptation, pushing the boundaries of what we believe is possible for a living organism. These remarkable creatures have, over countless generations, developed extraordinary solutions to the most daunting of challenges. They have sculpted their very bodies and behaviors to thrive where others would instantly perish. Their stories are not merely tales of endurance, but of ingenious biological engineering and unwavering spirit. They carry within them the secrets of survival, coded into their DNA, a blueprint for flourishing against all odds. To understand them is to understand the profound inherent drive that I have instilled in all living things, the will to continue, to prosper, and to fill every conceivable niche on this earth. Join me now as we embark on a journey to meet these survival champions. We will explore the incredible mechanisms that allow them to conquer the extremes, from microscopic beings that can withstand the void of space to creatures that carry their own internal antifreeze. We will witness how, through a magnificent process of evolution, I have equipped them with the tools to not just endure, but to truly thrive in the harshest environments our world has to offer. Their existence is a powerful reminder of the incredible, unyielding adaptability that is the very essence of life itself. Here, in a humble patch of moss, lives perhaps the most resilient animal known to science. It is microscopic, almost invisible to our naked eye, yet its capacity for survival is monumental. This is the tardigrade, affectionately known as the water bear. It is a creature that seems to defy the very laws of biology. When conditions become inhospitable, when the water in its mossy home evaporates, the tardigrade does not simply die. Instead, it enters a state of suspended animation, a process called cryptobiosis. It curls into a tiny desiccated ball called a ton, its metabolism slowing to less than 1% of its normal rate. In this state, the tardigrade becomes almost indestructible. It can withstand temperatures from just above absolute zero to well over 150 degrees Celsius. It can endure pressures 6 times greater than those found in the deepest ocean trenches. Astonishingly, it can also tolerate levels of radiation hundreds of times higher than would be lethal for a human. This is a level of hardiness that seems to belong more to science fiction than to the natural world. The secrets lie in unique proteins that protect its cells, forming a glassy protective shield around its vital components, safeguarding its DNA from catastrophic damage. Perhaps its most famous feat is its ability to survive the vacuum of space. In experiments, tardigrades have been exposed to the harshness of low Earth orbit, with its unfiltered solar radiation and absolute lack of pressure, and have returned to Earth rehydrated and continued with their lives, even reproducing successfully. They are the ultimate pioneers, demonstrating that the spark of life can persist through conditions that we once thought were universally fatal. The tardigrade is a profound lesson in humility, a tiny titan that shows us the absolute extremes of biological endurance. We travel now to the end of the Earth, to the waters surrounding Antarctica. This is the coldest, most stable marine environment on our planet. The water here remains at a chilling -1.9 degrees Celsius, a temperature at which the blood of most fish would freeze solid, their cells fatally pierced by sharp ice crystals. Yet, this frigid realm is not barren. Here swims a ghost of the deep, the Antarctic icefish. It is a creature that has made a remarkable pact with the cold, evolving a set of adaptations that allow it to flourish in this icy kingdom. The most striking feature of the icefish is its blood. It is almost completely clear, like water. This is because it lacks hemoglobin, the red, iron-rich protein that transports oxygen in almost all other vertebrates. In the highly oxygenated, frigid waters of the Southern Ocean, the icefish can absorb enough oxygen directly through its large, scaleless skin and gills. This loss of red blood cells makes its blood less viscous, easier to pump at low temperatures. a crucial energy-saving measure. It is a radical evolutionary step, a complete reimagining of the circulatory system. But its greatest secret is what prevents it from freezing. Flowing through its translucent veins are special anti-freeze glycoproteins. These remarkable molecules latch onto any tiny ice crystals that begin to form in the blood, preventing them from growing and spreading. They act as a biological antifreeze, lowering the freezing point of its bodily fluids below that of the surrounding seawater. This extraordinary chemical defense allows the icefish to live its entire life in a state of permanent imminent frost, a pale, slow-moving specter that has mastered the art of living on the very edge of freezing. The Sahara, a seemingly endless ocean of sand, where temperatures soar to punishing heights and water is the most precious commodity. To cross this landscape is a monumental challenge for any living thing, but for one animal, it is simply home: the camel. It is an icon of desert life, and for good reason. Every part of its being is exquisitely designed to overcome the twin threats of heat and dehydration. Its famous hump, contrary to popular belief, is not a water tank. It is a vast reservoir of fat, a concentrated energy source that can be metabolized when food is scarce. By concentrating the fat in its hump, rather than having it distributed evenly under the skin as an insulating layer, the camel can more effectively dissipate body heat into the air. This is just one of its many cooling strategies. It has long, spindly legs to keep its body high above the scorching ground, and its core body temperature can fluctuate dramatically, rising by several degrees during the day to reduce water loss from sweating and dropping at night to offload the stored heat. This remarkable thermal inertia is a key to its survival in a world of extreme temperature swings. Its mastery of water conservation is legendary. It can drink over 100 liters of water in a matter of minutes, rehydrating faster than any other mammal. Its kidneys are incredibly efficient, producing highly concentrated urine, and its droppings are almost completely dry. Even the moisture in its breath is recaptured by its complex nasal passages. From its wide, splayed feet that act like snowshoes on the sand, to the double row of long eyelashes that shield its eyes from blowing grit, the camel is a masterpiece of desert engineering, a true ship of the desert, perfectly equipped for its long, arduous voyages. Even the camel must rest during the pitiless heat of the midday sun. But on the floor of the Sahara, another much smaller creature chooses this exact moment to emerge. This is the Sahara silver ant. It is one of the most heat-tolerant land animals on Earth, capable of foraging when the sand temperature exceeds 70 degrees Celsius. It lives a life on the very precipice of death, a frantic dash for food in a world that would cook almost any other insect in seconds. Its survival depends on a unique combination of anatomy and behavior. Its most obvious defense is its remarkable silver sheen. The ant's body is covered in a dense coat of uniquely triangular hairs. These hairs serve a dual purpose. They are brilliant at reflecting the visible and near-infrared light of the sun, casting away a significant portion of the solar radiation. At the same time, they are highly effective at radiating thermal energy away from the ant's body in the mid-infrared spectrum, effectively acting as a personal cooling system. This silver coat allows it to maintain a body temperature below its critical thermal limit of 53.6 degrees Celsius. But its adaptations don't stop there. It has unusually long legs, which not only allow it to scurry across the sand at incredible speeds, up to 855 millimeters per second, but also keep its body further away from the blistering surface. It hunts for the corpses of less fortunate creatures that have succumbed to the heat, a high-risk, high-reward strategy. It navigates with pinpoint precision using the sun's polarized light, ensuring it can find the shortest route back to the relative cool of its underground nest. The silver ant's life is a brief, frenetic race against the sun, a marvel of thermal resilience. Our journey takes us from the hottest places on Earth to the biting cold of the North American forests. Here, as autumn gives way to winter, a small, unassuming amphibian prepares for an ordeal that borders on the miraculous. This is the wood frog. As the temperatures plummet and ice begins to grip the landscape, the wood frog does not burrow deep into the mud to escape the frost. Instead, it finds a shallow refuge in the leaf litter and allows itself to freeze solid. It is a strategy that seems to court death itself. As ice crystals form in its skin and body cavities, a remarkable transformation occurs within. The frog's liver begins working overtime, converting vast stores of glycogen into glucose. This sugar floods into the frog's cells, acting as a cryoprotectant, a natural antifreeze. While the water outside the cells turns to solid ice, this syrupy, glucose-rich solution inside prevents the cells from dehydrating and being destroyed by ice crystals. For all intents and purposes, the frog is clinically dead. Its heart stops beating, its breathing ceases, its brain shows no activity. It is a frozen living statue. For weeks or even months it remains in this state of suspended animation, a solid block of frog ice. Then, as the spring sun returns and thaws the forest floor, the impossible happens. The frog begins to thaw from the inside out. Within a few hours its heart flickers and begins to beat, its lungs resume their gentle rhythm, and soon the wood frog hops away, completely unharmed, ready to make its way to a breeding pond. It is a breathtaking resurrection, a powerful demonstration that even the seemingly final embrace of ice is a challenge I have equipped some to overcome. From the microscopic tardigrade weathering the vacuum of space to the wood frog returning from a frozen slumber, we have witnessed beings that redefine the meaning of resilience. These creatures are not anomalies, they are exemplars of a fundamental truth. They demonstrate that I, life, am a force of immense creativity and persistence. The challenges presented by our planet, the crushing pressures, the searing heat, the profound cold, are not barriers but catalysts for innovation. Each of these survival champions carries an imprint of its extreme home, a story of adaptation written into its very flesh and blood. Their existence showcases the incredible, almost limitless pliability of biology. They prove that with enough time and pressure, solutions can be found for the most daunting of problems. The icefish's antifreeze blood, the camel's mastery of water, the silver ant's reflective coat, these are not just curious traits, but elegant answers to profound environmental questions. They are a testament to the intricate dance between an organism and its environment, a process that has resulted in the breathtaking diversity we see across our world. They remind us that there is wonder to be found in the most unlikely of places. The stories of these animals are a source of profound inspiration, a powerful reminder of the unyielding spirit that I have woven into the fabric of this planet. Each one is a master of survival, a champion in its own right, but their tales are far from over, and countless other stories of incredible adaptation are waiting to be told. Which of these incredible survivors impressed you the most? Was it the indestructible water bear or the resurrected wood frog? Share your thoughts in the comments below and continue to marvel at the extraordinary tenacity of life on Earth.